There is one main reason that really separates those who are truly happy with themselves, those that are lean, those that are fit, that are strong and successful, and those that aren't. Those that are stuck in a depressive cycle of weight gain, of health problems, of depression, and that is motivation. The motivation to actually get up, take some action and make that change in your life. You see, too many people feel like the world owes them something, feels like they've been hard done by and change is just going to come to them without any hard work. And I felt like that way for many, many years, treading water with my life almost, waiting for success and happiness to come to me, wondering why it was taking so long. It was only when I really came to the realization that you are the only person that can make that change in your life, and you are the only person that can really limit yourself, that I started immediately pulling myself out of that depressive cycle and moving forward with my life. The chances are that right now you are limiting yourself in every waking hour. Now is the time to change that. I'll be showing you a couple of strategies over the next couple of minutes that we're going to use with our clients, and what you do use with our clients to get our extraordinary results that we do. Now, I could talk for hours and hours, and don't worry, I'm not going to. This is going to be a very brief video. But I could talk for hours and give you a million different strategies to help drag you out of that unhappy situation that you're in and completely change your life. However, if you don't do anything with it, if you don't do anything with these action points, if you don't put them into play, then nothing is really going to change. And it pains me to say that 90% of you watching this video will not do anything with it. You will not action any of the points that we cover. We all do it, don't we? We go to a seminar, we read a book, we do a course, we all get pumped up on how it's going to have such a big impact in our life, and then we fail to do anything with it. 90% of you will watch this video and not change anything in your life. 10% of you will. 10% of you will take action, you will take that next step, and you will start changing your life completely. Well, I basically need you to promise me right now that you are going to be in that 10%, that you are going to be the person that takes their life to a whole new level. If you're not going to promise me that right now, you may as well just basically turn this off and not listen any further. Now, I know that exact situation that you're in right now, that unhappy, unconfident person who wakes up in the morning avoiding the mirror, who can't go shopping because you can't stand putting on another size up, who avoids going out with friends as much as possible because you feel so self-conscious, who you may be putting on a big false front, but deep down is so miserable that you are pushing everyone else away from you. And at the end of the day, if you can't love yourself, how can someone else love you, right? I was in that situation for 7 years. At the age of 12, I started developing severe acne. Now, I don't mean just a few pimples here and there. I mean big lesions, bigger than your thumb, all over my face, all over my chest, all over my back. And I went to the best hospital in the country, and I was actually the worst case they'd ever seen. It was that bad. And of course, this completely destroyed my self-confidence, my self-worth, the belief that I could ever actually amount to anything. At the most important time in my life, a time that I should have been pushing new boundaries, should have been building new friends, building my self-confidence, finding new loves, new sports. Instead, I was hiding away, too worried about going out, too scared to approach women, wearing 2 or 3 shirts at a time to cover the blood and the bumps, giving up rugby, the sport I loved, because of the pure pain, and avoiding play fighting with anyone else. I hid away, I withdrew into myself. I tried pushing everyone I loved away from me because I hated myself. And when they stuck by me, I turned it up a notch and started looking towards alcohol. I started drinking on a daily basis, not because I enjoyed it, but because it gave me that outlet. It gave me that brief couple of hours where I didn't care about anything, let alone how I looked. I developed a huge anger problem. And I started fights constantly. I bullied my family to give me some sort of self-importance, some sort of self-worth. I started bullying my mum, the one person who had always been here through everything with me, the one person I could always rely on. God knows how she stood by me. I came this close to losing everything just purely because I hated myself. And then joining the Royal Marines gave me what I thought was the way out. It gave me that sense of purpose, a sense that I was someone, that I could amount to something. So you can imagine how I felt after enduring 9 months of some of the toughest training in the world, to be medically discharged just purely down to my skin and the effect that I'd suffered and the scars from the last 7 years. given a couple of thousand in compensation, and basically an even bigger dent in my non-existent self-belief, my confidence, and even bigger story in my head that I would never amount to anything. I was stuck in this rut. I had no visible way out. I was spiraling further and further downwards, and it was this point that I got so low that I very almost took my own life. I spent 2 years after that in dead-end jobs, battling with myself, waiting for life to change, feeling like I was owed something, that it would just come to me before I decided enough was enough. I couldn't let myself wallow in my self-pity any longer. I wasn't going to let myself suffer. I knew I was worth so much more than that, so I took it in my own hands and I decided to change my future, something that you have to do right now. I dragged myself out of that deep hole. I dragged myself out through pure motivation, through pure self-will and determination. And that's what I'm going to teach you to do. I pushed and pushed and pushed because I knew I was better than that. Because I knew my life was worth more than just settling. I got my body into incredible shape. I created a couple of successful companies that are helping change thousands of lives. And I have a relationship with my family that is better than it's ever been, better than I ever thought possible. I'm making it my personal mission to help drag as many people as I can out of that same hole because you're not happy with your body. I'm making it my personal mission to help you. So the first thing I had to do, and what you really need to do before anything, is something I like to call sitting in your own shit. You need to really, truly accept the position you're in. Too many people live in denial. You're not big boned, you were not born fat, your genetics may not be helping you, but they're certainly not making you fat. You may be telling yourself you're not overweight, you may even believe it yourself, yet you have gone up 3 dress sizes in many years. Take a good 100% honest look at yourself, take a good look at your life, at all the problems that you are creating yourself. Are you truly where you want to be? Are you truly happy? If you are, that is fantastic. Very few people ever get to that place. That's where I am now, and it's an amazing feeling. There is not much point in you watching the rest of the video if you are at that place. If you're one of the other 99.9% that I'm passionate about helping, then do you not think you deserve better than settling for a personality, a body, a life that you're not happy with? Do you not think you deserve to be able to wear whatever the hell you want without caring, to have the confidence to be the person you truly know you are, to live a life you truly love living? What would really make you happy? Pause this video for a minute, go and grab a pen and paper, write down what it is that would truly make you happy. Don't think about whether you think it's achievable or not. Just write. Don't stop writing until you've completely cleared your head. Get it all down on paper. Pause it now. Finished? Take a good look at what you've written. Close your eyes and really imagine what life would be like if you achieved all of those things in front of you. How would your emotions, your personality, your relationships be different? How would your life be different? Don't just see it, live it in your mind. How it will feel inside when you have the confidence to wear whatever you want. You have the energy to achieve whatever you wish. You can look at yourself in the mirror and actually love what you see. You have the most amazing relationships with your loved ones. You are truly, truly happy. This will all come when you can call on the power of your own motivation at will. Every morning when you wake up, every evening before you sleep, every time you feel like you're lacking in motivation, you feel like you're lethargic and you're flagging, I want you to make a quick note of these goals every single time. Just spend 5 minutes in this state, living how it will feel when you do achieve them. So what's actually stopping you from getting to those points? What is stopping you achieving those goals that you wrote down in front of you? Spend another 5 minutes writing next to each goal what you believe is stopping you. Is it time? Is it money? Is it health? And are these actually true excuses? Are these true reasons for not changing your life, for not achieving your goals? Or are these just stories that you are creating in your own head? We create these stories in our head to protect us from failure. After all, if you don't reach what you're aiming for because you didn't have the time or you didn't have the money, it's not your fault, right? Wrong. We are accountable for our own actions, and it is those actions that will determine the quality of our lives. You need to take responsibility for that. You need to take action. So again, being 100% honest with you, 100% honest with yourself here, that's critically important. How many of these are stories? Have you actually got any real reasons for you not achieving your goals, the goals that you've written down in front of you? I'm more than happy to help you to try and overcome them. If you believe you've got a true reason, just send me an email. Okay, so awareness is key, guys. Once you realise that these are not true reasons, these are not true excuses, that we are just creating them, you can catch yourself in the act, and instead of using it as an excuse, you find a way around the problem. There's always a way around. Have belief in yourself. You will find a way through whatever happens. You are in control of your own life, and you are the only person that can stop yourself achieving what you've written down in front of you. That's your mind. So now we know where we want to get to. We know what's been stopping us from getting there. We need to actually get there. And it's all well and good having goals, having ambitions, having dreams, but unless we set a specific time frame, a specific action that we are going to do to get there, that's all they will remain, dreams. So what is a time frame for you? Is there a holiday, a party, an event that you want to look fantastic for, a specific date that we can set? We want something that's really going to get your motivation flowing. We need some turbo juice, basically. If there's nothing you can think of, go and create something. Set a photo shoot, a competition, a birthday party to show off the new you. Without a goal, you will not have the motivation. Without a goal, you will not succeed. Without looking into the future, without moving forward, you're only going to be moving backwards. This is the very beginning to starting to build an unstoppable mindset. This is the very start to having the motivation to achieve your goals. This is the very start of you changing your life. The hard bit is being consistent, reinforcing these habits on a daily basis, ingraining them into your life and turning them into actions that actually better yourself and better your person. This is where the importance of a coach comes in. Someone who can guide you on your journey, show you where the mistakes are, where the potholes are, how to avoid them, hold you accountable to doing what is necessary to achieve those goals. It's only so long that you can stay motivated if you're not making any progress before giving up. Just look at how many times it's happened in your life before. Look how many New Year's resolutions that you haven't completed. Look how many diets you failed. Everything I've done in my life, I've hired a coach for my own goals, for my business, for my relationships. Why? Well, why would you want to spend a year trying and failing before you find something that works? A year of having your motivation and your commitment tested before you finally get anywhere. You could figure it out by yourself, yes, but you don't need to. You don't need to invest a year wasted because you were too stubborn, too intelligent to seek any help. That's the dumbest thing I've heard. The majority of people won't last that year. They'll give up even before 3 months is over. A coach is there to cut your time, to give you the knowledge, the guidance, the accountability, the belief, the motivation to start changing your life. And a coach is the most invaluable investment that you could make. Remember, I said the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your decisions. Well, your last action point for today, guys, is go and hire a coach. Whether it's me, whether it's another trainer, this is the most critical decision that you will make. Don't be cheap. You don't want cheap results. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Make that leap into a new life. Realise your true potential and become that happy, confident person that you truly know you are deep down inside. Now we have a very, very few slots remaining on one of my coaching programs, but I am highly selective who I work with. I want to work with those action takers, those that are looking to truly make that change, and those who are willing to play full out. I'm not looking for any time waste. I'm not looking for anyone that's just going to mess around. Okay, so I'm highly selective. Now the application form I'm going to put up here, so you can check the application form here. I'm going to put it in the comments as well, and if fill it in with as much detail as possible. And if you're accepted, one of my team is going to be in touch with you within the next 24 hours in order to truly understand the situation you're in and the most beneficial, the most educational, the most efficient way to move you forward. This is your time to change. We weren't meant to just exist. We were meant to love. We were meant to love ourselves. We were meant to be happy. Don't just settle. You are worth so much more than that.